When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the gun, running back gets the give. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Lewis to throw. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll park it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Miller, and he's dragged down.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking for a crease, it's Bellamy. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Lets it fly. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. They will score! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it out with a touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch at the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Pulls and fires complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Into the end zone. Picked off. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know, all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Lewis to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Buffaloes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around.
There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30+.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get outside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on a toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Lewis wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Ncaa. Lobs it off the back foot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time he's got his man. Tripped up for the tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Lewis to throw. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Buffaloes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Facing a 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got it inside the 15. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Houston. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Lewis wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
On the ground, it's Bellamy. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Bucks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Colorado! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking downfield on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's LeBlanc. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on 1st down. The short hands. It's Lewis. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's LeBlanc. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
To the air. It's Ncaa. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That was the free safety, right? That looked like a skinny guy. Usually it's the big boys up front that are getting the sacks on the quarterback, but it's nice when you got guys of different speed that can chase these fast quarterbacks, catch them, and get them on the ground.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. from the 11. Lewis wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Find some fresh air. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And that one will give them the lead. Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lewis to throw. Got his man quickly. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. It's on target and complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lewis wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bellamy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Graham. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling.
42 Spider.
In the red area, it's Lewis. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Lewis to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Got out of trouble and throws. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
Gashing the D on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
He'll pitch it. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fit it in the window for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Ncaa State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by just 2 over Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on else. Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got it in the middle. It's LeBlanc. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wants to start this drive with a pass, buying some time. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe it.
Looking for a huge play. Snags it down the right side. Off to the races. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got a step on him. He got a step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, he gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give on the counter. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. With the catch, it's Miller. Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the sticks. It's Atkins. At the 35, he's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
Breaks into the open. The 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lewis to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He'll take another shot here. Boom. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, start.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Jumped on top of the pile. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.